From the long-awaited motion blur feature to the text offset capability, hue versus saturation, and more. Today we are going to look on major features in combined updates of Filmora from version 15.3 to version 15.5. This video is sponsored by HighNote AI, the best AI note-taking app. More of that later in the video. For you to apply motion blur to your videos, in the previous episodes you had to go to the Effects tab and then search for a motion blur effect, and then apply it on your clip in the timeline, and then struggle with the settings. But still, at the end of the day, it wasn't perfect. But in this update, you just have to select your clip in the timeline. Scroll down on the Properties tab right here until you find the motion blur. Once you turn it on, you can adjust the settings, the range, and the intensity. And then after that, you can also deal with the direction. Few more is going to take a few minutes to apply the motion blur on the whole clip. And just like that, your clip is motion blur. Moving on to the AI side, right here we have the AI Night View. This is basically another model of AI video enhancer properties. In the previous update, there was only the enhanced and the topaz starlight. But this time around, we have the AI view, which specializes with night clips that were shot in low light. So actually, I tried this feature, and I see a very, very clear difference. Moving quickly, let's go back to the second major feature we have. Now this is the text offset, a feature that allows you to spin your titles to allow creative control. Alright, as you can see, after adding a quick text right here and customize it the way you want, you can transform this text from the Video tab right here, or transform it under the text properties. There is a transform property right there. So as you can see, below position and flip, there is offset X and offset Y. If I play around with this, you see the text rotates vertically, and it's the other way around if you play around the offset Y. And I think this is a very, very useful feature. Well, let's go back to the AI feature. Here, we have the image prompt. Under the stock media, go to the AI media. Straight to image to video right here. After you upload your image, you actually see an option for you right here to get the description of that image. And that's an image to prompt. And as you can see right here, the image and the prompt that we have been given with Filmora is pretty much matching. But let's check out the third major feature before someone clicks away. Right now, you are going to have the HDR color wheels on the HDR tab. We are going to see 6 wheels, and the 7th one, which is the global color wheel. So the first 3 wheels on top are going to deal with the dark or the low light portions of your image. For example, the black, the dark, and the shadow. Opposite to that, the second layer of 3 wheels are going to deal with the highlighted portions of your image, and then the last one, which is the global one, is going to adjust the rest of the image. Now, when you select this little icon right here, it's going to show you the exact portions that you are working with, and that allows you to really understand what, where, and what are you working with. Now you can use the left-hand control right here to brighten or to darken that particular portion of your adjustment, and the right hand right here is going to increase or use the saturation of the color of that adjustment. For example, if you want to increase the saturation of these highlights right here, this right handle is what you use for that. Now, as I said, the global wheel is going to cover the full frame. Now, we can always cover the HDR color wheels in detail to make sure that you understand where do you use it and how do you deal with the different scenes using this feature. But for now, let's move back to the AI feature. Now, on our image to video feature, some more decided to add the Sedan's 2.0 model. And that simply means you can compete in the AI game because this is not just Sora and VO3, but you also now have the Sedan's 2.0. That's not all. In these combined updates, we also have the Nano Banana 2, which is one of the newest models for image generation. And this also includes ChatGPT 2. So, we're not going to waste much more time talking about how to exhaust your AI credit. So let's talk about a cheaper and useful AI tool. Now, this is a platform that helps you read or listen, understands any information easier and faster. You can use it on Android, iOS, or any browser of your choice. It can be a meeting. You can just press record the audio. High Note AI is going to convert that audio into a well-structured, bulleted notes. It can be an image, PDF, or a web page. This platform is designed to extract any information from anywhere and make it easier for you to understand it. Now, here's the good part. You can turn a YouTube video into almost any way of learning that you can understand. For example, here's the video by Ali Abdal on how to find your life's purpose. Go on to YouTube option and then paste the link. Now, firstly, it's going to transcribe the video, which means you're going to see a transcription right here. But then you can go to this thing right here, which is the templates option. Here, you're going to see a lot of options that you can use to learn and understand the information in the video. You can extract the study notes, knowledge points, create quiz out of that information in the video, create bulleted notes, and so forth and so forth. Now, let me say, create a to-do list for me. What should I do to find the purpose of my life? And right here, you can see this is a summarized to-do list. And just as quickly as that, you can see here we have a to-do list that you could have seated 53 minutes to get. Now, that's not all. There is a publish feature right here that allows you to listen to your PDF as a deep dive podcast. First of all, you have to import the PDF using this option right here. I'm going to use the template of deep dive for this PDF. And then choose the publish feature. You can actually turn that PDF in any of these three. A presentation, which means a comprehensive slide deck or a podcast or a blog post. For this example, let's just go with the podcast. First of all, select your notebook as one of the recent notes. I'll keep it on short. Let me choose the deep dive for this option right here, and then choose different speakers. All right, and once you've done that, you can go ahead and generate your podcast. And that is going to allow you to listen to your PDF. After all that, you can actually connect your Google Docs, Google Drive, Google Calendar, and Notion to work with High Note AI. This is a great app for you to absorb any information in your preferred way. You can check the very first link in the description of this video. So let's move on to a major feature. You have captured your daylight images. And hey, unfortunately, some of the details are not so sharp. What do? If you try to adjust that portion, you might as well ruin the whole image. But there is an update on the HSL color adjustment. You can use the eyedropper tool to select or to pick the exact portion that you want to adjust. And then you have the controls to adjust the hue, saturation, and luminance of that specific portion or of that specific color portion. Oh, that's cool, right? By the way, as we are continuing this video, I would like you to understand that there are things that I can call bad things. Things that are not supposed to be happening right now. Now, this is a failure to apply the keyframing graphs on different features of Filmora. For example, if you draw your shapes, you can use keyframes, right? But you can't apply the keyframing curves to the shapes, and that really pisses me off. Now, that's not all. When you select a text right here, when you are on this text transform tab right here, you cannot apply the keyframing graphs to whatever keyframe that you can do right here, which means this newest offset feature is not really going to be that smooth because there is no ability to ease in or ease out the keyframes that you are going to create right here. Now, that's not all, but also the animated feature. You actually cannot ease in or ease out those animated charts in the animated charts window. That's not all. Filmora editors are really falling behind when it comes to the 3D camera tracking feature. We can't compete with the competition. And if you only would know how important this feature is, you're going to make sure that you're going to edit as soon as possible. because this is everything that Filmora users are asking for right now. 3D camera tracking feature, please. Now, let's move on. This is the AI flickering remover. So basically, if you have a video that has an unintended flickering effect, maybe when you are shooting or something, then you can just use this feature to remove all that and make it almost normal using the AI feature. Now let's go back to the major feature. So, talking about color grading, Filmora is really trying. I mean, really trying. In this latest update, we have the hue versus saturation. When you go to the curves right here, right below the curves, you are going to see the hue saturation. Hue versus hue, hue versus luma, luma with saturation. So each of these curves right here, you can actually use the eyedropper picker again, as we demonstrated on the HSL, and then you can pick a certain specific area and then adjust it to match your desired look. The very first curve right here specifically works with the intensity of a specific color. Now this following curve right here, which is hue versus hue, specifically can twist colors. Alright, like for example right here, you can use it to actually change the color of something into something else, which you can actually use if the colors are not really great and you want to push them to the exact color. You can use hue versus hue. Now this right here, the hue versus luma, is going to deal with the brightest area, the brightest parts of a specific color. Now, the luma versus saturation right here is going to adjust the saturation of the brightest portions of your image. Now, the saturation versus saturation is definitely going to deal with the saturated colors, all right, or areas. Lastly, the saturation versus luma basically reduces or increases the brightness in the most saturated portions of your image, okay? And I really think this is very, very useful. What about talking about the last AI feature in these combined updates? Alright, so these are the AI effects and transitions. When you go to the Effects tab right here, you're going to see this specific folder that is called the AI Effects. Alright, so you can actually try that on your own. I mean, you know, you can try it on your own. Now, one last most important feature, major feature in these combined updates, and this is the screen recording update. Alright, in the previous episodes, Filmora Screen Recorder would only allow you to record the full view of whatever you are recording. Alright, but this time around, Filmora is allowing you to record a specific portion. It can now allow you, for those who do tutorial videos like myself, you can actually record a specific window. You can record the Media tab on its own or the Timeline tab on its own. And the same applies to all windows in Filmora. Now, the first 50 people to use High Note AI through the very first link in the description of this video are going to get 30% off on getting the already cheap note-taking app today. So go ahead and use the link in the description below and have fun. Thanks for watching this video. Until I meet you in the next one, peace.